This is Group 7's Virtual Hazard Tour. Our first stop on this trip is the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And in Philadelphia was that there were 17 reported sightings of tornadoes this year, over twice the average of last year. So why do tornadoes form? Tornadoes form when thunderstorms interact with relatively cold and dry air above. The warm air is sucked into the storm away from the cool downdraft. This is why tornadoes occur much more frequently in between the Gulf of Mexico, where there is a lot of warm air, and cooler areas such as Canada. Tornadoes do not last long, ranging from 10 minutes to 30 minutes for larger ones. But despite its short duration, it can cause significant damage to man-made structures and agriculture. It can uproot trees and throw cars around at extremely high speeds. So what is our proposed theory to manage this hazard? We believe that the best way this hazard could be managed is to know what to do when a tornado strikes and what safety precautions to take. This includes education in schools, workplaces, and in general. You could also avoid certain areas in North America where tornadoes are very frequent. Our next stop on this trip is Los Angeles, California. An interesting hazard fact about California is that scientists believe within the next decade there could be an earthquake hitting Southern California with a magnitude of 8.2. Earthquakes mostly happen on the coasts of continents. They occur when tectonic plates crash and slide into each other. The edges of the plates are called plate boundaries, and these boundaries are made up of many faults. This is where most earthquakes occur, on the faults of plate boundaries. How do we propose to manage this hazard? Similar to before, we believe that education is extremely powerful in managing natural hazards. It cannot be prevented or predicted, but by educating people what safety precautions to take, evacuation drills, these will all lower casualty rates significantly. We also believe that perhaps strengthening the infrastructure of buildings to prevent buildings collapsing and damage is also a good way of managing this hazard. Our next stop on this trip is also Los Angeles. However, the hazard we will be talking about will be tsunamis. Tsunamis occur on coastlines near the ocean. There are actually several reasons tsunamis can occur. One of the most common reasons is earthquakes. When earthquakes occur under the seafloor is tilted and deformed. The seawater above is displaced from its original position, causing waves to form in vertical columns.